uncontainable, unnameable, the root of all that grows, a fountain with no water, a wind that never blows. The monad, the one, the silence in the chord, a sea of pure potential on a shoreless golden floor. This is the paradise, the fullness of the light, where thought becomes a person and the day is always bright. No shadow here to hide in, no secret left to keep, just the breathing of the Father in a long and holy sleep. Oh, the fullness, the all, the light beyond the sun.
From the one came the thought, and the mind began to wake. Then came life and truth for the great reflection's sake. They came in pairs of glory, the syzygies of grace.
Mirroring the Father in a grand eternal space, for thought and incorruptibility, eternal life and truth, a hierarchy of lightning in the bloom of cosmic hue. And at the very edge, where the pleroma meets the deep, the youngest of the aeons felt a secret vigil keep. Sophia, the wisdom, the mirror of the mind, she looked into the distance for a thing she couldn't find.
She felt a strange vibration, a longing to create, to see if she could manifest without her holy mate.
The others sang in harmony, a perfect golden ring, but wisdom heard a melody that she alone could sing.
She didn't want a rebellion, she didn't want a war.
She only wanted more.
Just a tiny spark of
Just a ripple in the sky. The fullness,
the all
the fullness,
before the fall.
the fall. father's fire, and I wanted to cheat death. Why must I wait for a partner to agree? The power of the fountain is flowing inside me. I'll reach into the silence, I'll pull a dream from thin air. I'll prove that I am wisdom, I'll prove that I can dare.
She stretched her hands beyond the veil where the light begins to thin. She felt the cold of the outer, she felt the dark begin to win. She didn't use a lover's spark, she didn't use the law. She created from her own mind, and she created with a flaw. The light began to curdle, the light began to scream. A nightmare rising upwards from the center of the dream. It's an abortion of the light, a shadow with a face, a lion-headed serpent born outside of time and space. Sophia, what have you done? You've birthed a blind machine, a god of fire and envy, a king of the in-between.
He has no spirit, he has no soul of grace. Look at the madness carved into his face. I'll wrap him in a curtain, I'll hide him in the mist. I'll pretend this mistake doesn't even exist.
I wake in the silence, I wake in the deep. I must be the master of this eternal sleep. I see no other light, I see no other hand. I'll build me a fortress, I'll build me a land. I'll call it matter, I'll call it the earth, and I'll never know the mother who gave me my birth.
He's the king of the shadow,
fire in my palm. I shattered the silence, I broke the great calm. I hammered the darkness into mountains and stone. I built me a kingdom to rule all alone. I wove the red gravity, I forged the cold stars. I locked up the space between iron gray bars. I am the father, the king of the skies. There is no one beside me, there are no other eyes. But a king needs a council, a court for his pride. So I rip 7 shadows from out of my side. I forged the 7 archons, my princes of dread. I gave them the keys and I crowned every head. Then I grew the green hunger, the vine and the thorn. I made the cold predator, bloodstained and born. A world of clockwork, a world of the tooth, a beautiful curtain to cover the truth. You are blind, O child of the night. Above your dark kingdom, there is a man made of light. The first man exists, the archetype, the goal. He is the eternal, and you are just the soul. What was that thunder? Who mocked my decree? I look to the depths of the black oily sea. And I saw a reflection, a shimmering ghost, the first human pattern, the Lord of the host. A face made of lightning, a form made of gold. He vanished in ripples, he left me in fear. But I'll never forget that the pattern was here. in the night. The archons in shadow, the spark of the light. Now, bring me the clay. It's time to build a god. This masterpiece, look at the bone. I carved him from starlight and dust of my own. I gave him the veins and the river red. So why is he silent? Why is he dead? I am the Father, the King of the skies. Why won't the Spirit look out through his eyes? Archons, my brothers, come witness the shame. The clay is a Lord of the mist, a beautiful sculpture, but something is missed. You've built a cathedral with no one inside, a vessel of glory with nowhere to hide. You want him to move, you want him to stand, to rule as a god over all of your land. The secret is simple, it's easy to do. The life that he needs is already in you. Who are you, stranger with light in your hair? You speak of a secret you're willing to share. I've searched every corner of matter and space and found not a flicker of life in this place. And listen, Great One, if you'd have him rise, just lean to his face, look into his eyes, breathe out your spirit, your mother's own flame, into his nostrils in your holy name. The power will jump, the engine will start, and you'll be the king of a living man's heart. Breathe the spark, surrender the stolen sun. The brink but look at the master. See how he dies. The god is now hollow, the man is the king. The light has a voice and it's starting to sing. Adam is standing, he's taller than God, a star in a cage made of water and song. Wait, I feel empty, I feel so small. He's looking right through me, he sees it all. calls this mercy, calls this home, but you're just a bird in a gilded dome. He split you in two because he was afraid of the glorious one that the pleroma made. He tells you that knowledge is a sin and a curse, but being a slave to a ghost is worse.
Look at that tree with the fruit of the sun. It's the reset button for everything he's done. The morning stars rise in the Lucifer light to bring you the fire in the middle of the night. He's not a devil, he's the sleeper's alarm. He's here to protect you from the Father's charm.
In the garden of amnesia, the walls are starting to shake. The serpent's got a secret for the God who's a fake. You're a king without a kingdom. You're a spark without a fire.
It's time to burn the simulation of the architect's desire. Remember who you are.
Who told you this? Who broke the holy seal? I am the only. I am the only I gave you breath, I gave you skin and bone. I am the king upon this velvet throne. You bow to me, you worship at my feet, or I will make your agony complete. Where is the snake? Where is the morning star? I'll find the traitor, no matter where you are. Too late, little God, the fire has been lit. You built the stage, but they've seen the script of it. You can change drain the body, you can starve the soul, but you'll never ever have the full control. I'm leaving now, back to the sea of light. Good luck with your empire of the night. If you won't worship, then you will forget. I'll drown your spirits in the river of regret. I'll strip the Gnosis, I'll burn the holy spark. I'll cast you out into the heavy and the dark. You'll toil in the dirt, you'll bleed and you'll cry, and you'll never ever wonder who or why. Sleep again! Welcome to history. Try not to remember. Build them a temple, build them a law, keep them in terror, keep them in awe. Give them a book and tell them it's mine. Turn their water into vinegar, not wine. Let them kill for a name, let them die for a stone. As long as they never look up to the throne. Eat their sorrow, drink their fear. The light is buried, the end is near. Centuries passing like dust in the wind. A world full of saints and a world full of sin. The demiurge watches from his cloud in the sky and laughs as the sparks just wither and die. They've forgotten the garden, they've forgotten the sun. They think that the prisoner in prison are one, but deep in the marrow, deep in the bone, a signal is humming, a call from the home. It's the long amnesia, the age of the veil. The architect's winning, he's balanced the scale through
children through the cracks in the floor. I'm sending a key, I'm sending a door. A man made of flesh, but a heart made of light, to walk through your day and to end your long night. He won't bring a sword and he won't bring a chain, just a riddle to wake up the spark in your brain.
I'm putting on the garment, I'm putting on the skin. I'm diving to the bottom where the shadows begin. I'll speak in the parables, I'll speak in the signs, to bypass the archons and their crooked designs. The morning star is coming, the Lucifer return, to watch all the walls of the architect burn.
The system is about to crash.
I'm a ghost in your market, I'm a shadow in your street. I'm the coldness in the fire and the winter in the heat. I've come to tell a story of a father you don't know, who lives above the ceiling where the architects won't go. You think you're born a woman, you think you're born a man. You're a ripple in the water, you're a grain of golden sand. The kingdom isn't coming, it's already on the ground, but your eyes are full of static and you cannot hear the sound. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. The Pharisees have taken the keys of knowledge. They haven't entered, and they won't let you inside. But be as wise as serpents and as innocent as doves. He's the system override, the rebel with the spark. He's lighting up the morning star to dissipate the dark. It's not about the sin, it's not about the law. It's about the hidden beauty that the architect never saw. Wake up, sleeper, rise up from the dead and follow where the light of the living one is led. Magician, who is the son of dust? He mocks our holy temple, he betrays our holy trust. He says the God of Moses is a blind and jealous king. He says that we are jailers, what a terrifying thing. Kill the powder and the breath, remind him and that our kingdom is the kingdom of the dead. You wanna nail the sunlight, you wanna spear the wind. You think that Gnosis is a thing that can be pinned. Kill this garment if you want to, I'll just throw it on the floor. I've already shown the sparks how to find the secret door. Don't weep for the costume, don't weep for the clay. The spirit isn't leaving, it's just finding its own way. The world is a bridge. Pass over it, but do not build your house upon it. The silver cord is snapping, the heavy air is gone. I'm rising past the mountain, I'm rising past the dawn. I look down at the prison, I look down at the clay. It's just a broken mirror that I've finally thrown away.
I see the seven rulers, I see the seven gates, but I'm not bound by gravity, I'm not bound by fate.
Stop! Where are you going? You creature made of dust, you belong